Welcome, everyone, to Dwight L. Perry Stadium, home of the Bowling Green Falcons, where the fans have been prepping and fired up since early in the day for this one. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Falcons will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the UConn Huskies offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After misfiring, it's second down. Motion from the offense. On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first down.
Makes the catch. It's Hansen.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's moving out of the pocket, trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This UConn offense really has it going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Offense with jumbo personnel. Now the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And his throw is incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Anderson wants to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They've got the screen set up. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Bringing it back, it's Bell. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
The give to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going. Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Long drive going, but this 9th play will be a 3rd and 10. Power football with the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on 1 play.
UConn is now threatening in the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Robinson. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The quick out. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Falcons want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. What a disappointment. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Dwight L. Perry Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. And the returner is stopped. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Not much went right in the first half, hoping for better things as they start this third quarter.
Yeah, and we've got to put that first half behind us. This offense has proven they're better than 3 points in a first half. Now, put this drive together, build some momentum, and let's see where this game can go.
But if you're on defense, keep the pedal to the metal. Stay aggressive. Everything you did in that first half worked perfectly. Let's continue that trend here in the second half.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Falcons want to crank the tempo.
So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback going straight.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Anderson will throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, BG! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Charlotte. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Ready
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pocket starts to... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They'll try to... They thought they... on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The UConn offense goes back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's a draw. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. This UConn offense really has it going. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. They'll immediately call timeout. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Huskies! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Barrels ahead. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Falcons are in the hurry-up. Quick release on the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Using his legs, it's Stewart. They bring him down, and he's hard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
UConn going back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, it's a nice job on this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? Wide open downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Falcons! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. A QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 4 over Charlotte. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, tempo is going to be a big deal right now, but 4th down coming up, trailing, you have to dial up the right play right here, Dan.
And first things first, you got to get the 1st down. Like, I got to convert this 4th down. The clock is irrelevant at that point. Then I got to kick it in high gear, make some plays, and getting scoring position to try to take the lead.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. And they'll knock him down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 kicks left on the clock.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole.
Touchdown, Huskies! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's not going to make it. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback in these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.
What's good, y'all? This shirt I have on now is ran by a special clothing brand called Underdog Clothing Brand. This clothing brand is for athletes and people who love to be in fit. And not only that, it's a Christian clothing brand as well, man. So make sure you shop here, get your merch here. Powered by Jesus, a really cool shirt, man. And also, if you use my code at the bottom, our promo code at the bottom, Jesus Saves, you get 15% off on each purchase you buy from the store lifetime. So make sure y'all shop here, man. Really cool clothing brand, man. Jesus Christ is raising up mighty Christian clothing brands in this time, man. He wants to get his word across, man. Y'all have a God bless day, man. Peace. What's good, y'all? Y'all see this shirt here, Seek Jesus. Seek Jesus is a really awesome, cool clothing, Christian clothing apparel, man, ran in this world today, man. If y'all didn't know that Seek Jesus exists, man. Seek Jesus is a cool clothing brand ran by Christian owners and Christian businesses, bro. And it's a really cool brand where you can get really cool shirts, really cool things. It's awesome, bro. And so y'all go shop here at Seek Jesus, man, because Jesus wants to get his word across, man, not just in like preaching, but he also wants to get his word across in businesses too, because you may be in the gym or you may be out one day and somebody may see the word Jesus and they may be like, what does that mean? And so y'all go shop here, man. If y'all use the promo code HOMIETRAY, is at the bottom here. I'm putting it at the bottom. You get 15% off of each purchase, man. So y'all shop here, man. Jesus Christ loves y'all, bro. Y'all have a God bless day, man. Peace.